Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. Welcome or welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. My name is Helen and I am so happy that you have found your way to me. So we are going to be looking at your mind this time. We're going to be diving into your current mindset. We're going to see what kind of mindset you are currently in most dominantly and what kind of mindset you are urged to take on more or adopt for your highest good. So we're going to find all of that out. I am going to be using my very new but very exciting archetypes deck by Carolyn Miss as well in this reading, because so far they have proved to be absolutely invaluable in these readings. They are offering a lot of extra context for these messages that are coming through. So yeah, but just in case you are interested in any of the decks I'm using, they will be listed in the description box for you. Now, before we get into the reading, I just quickly want to remind you guys to use your discernment to always see and try and decide which messages actually resonate with you. And if anything that I'm saying doesn't make sense to you, if it doesn't ring a bell, if it's confusing, then it's clearly not your message and you don't have to take it on board. You don't even have to pay attention to it, okay? So always use your discernment as you're watching these tarot readings. But that being said, let's get straight to it. I'm going to lay out all the cards and I'm going to speed you guys through that part so you can see what I'm doing, but I'm not going to be speaking through that just to save some time. And then we are going to be diving head on into these messages. Well, let's start with the underlying energy. Actually, I'm going to read out all the cards that we have here, because especially with these smaller texts, they are, I'm pretty sure that they're very difficult to read from where you are. So the underlying energies we have are never ending story and seeker, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are, inability to commit to a path once found. But then these two cards over here are talking about your current mindset, and for those we have breathe and father, with talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit, and dictatorial control, abuse of authority. And the mindset that you are asked to take on more, we have time to go and king, enlightened benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge, but also excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. So as I said, I want to start with the underlying energies here. I'm getting the sense that you may be trying to keep something going that isn't actually viable. You seem to be struggling with trying to find a solution to a problem or to a situation that you keep struggling with, but it's like you can't find the answer, but you still keep trying. Yeah, I'm just getting the sense that you are trying to figure out something in a situation that is not actually solvable in a way, or the answer that you're looking for almost doesn't exist or something like that. Because let's get more specific with these mindsets now. So we have this breathe and we have this father archetype. And with these two cards, I'm getting the sense that what you are mainly focused on right now is being this calming presence for someone, is offering your support, offering your love to someone who you clearly value a lot, someone who you clearly feel for a lot, someone who you truly appreciate. Because it is evident from this underlying energy that there is something or someone that you just cannot let go of. something that you are having a very hard time releasing. So you keep trying to find, you keep seeking for these solutions, for these answers, to make a situation or to make something or someone better, but it doesn't seem to be working. I'm getting the sense that it's not working. But nonetheless, you seem to have this role that you are in right now of being the kind of either the peacemaker or the peace bringer, or there's something very calming about you that is almost like a temporary solution to whatever problem you are in or to whatever situation you are in. But it seems to be only temporary. And it seems to be a very like all-encompassing experience for you, where it's like almost all of you gets put into that situation. And you have to take on a lot of responsibility. There is a lot of like you stepping in and taking stuff on your shoulders and being the supportive, being this helpful, this peaceful presence for someone, or for maybe even several other people. But it's I just see this being like this temporary solution. I feel like you know that it's a temporary solution, so that's why you keep seeking for something more permanent. But with the with this section over here, it is kind of clear. I feel like I don't even have to explain it too much, but it's kind of clear that you are asked to leave this thing behind. Whatever it is that you are trying to make work that just isn't working, whether it's a relationship, whether it's some kind of partnership or like collaboration or business arrangement or work scenario or project that you're working on, something that you have been trying to get working, something that you have been trying to like get thriving or get successful or somehow get like off the ground. It seems that it hasn't been working. So you're trying to hold it together. I feel like you are almost like the glue that is holding different separate parts of this thing. You are keeping it all together. But as soon as you like pull yourself and pull your energy out, it all kind of disintegrates, it all falls apart. That's the image that I'm getting. Almost like there are these hundreds of threads that are attached to you, and as soon as you, like the central piece of that gets taken away, as soon as you leave, everything falls apart. So it's all kind of relying on you right now. And again, it's a temporary solution. You can't spend your whole life trying to hold something together that isn't really working. So it's very clear that you have to kind of let go of that and to start to kind of turn your focus on being more of a leader than a supporter. Because like both of these archetypes are very strong archetypes. And it seems that whatever it is that you're trying to kind of nurture or to hold together, it's like, and I know it sounds super vague. I know that this reading is like very, like it can be talking about so many different things, but that's kind of the message that is here. It's super vague, so it might be that it's something that would apply to a lot of you, or that, you know, a lot of people could apply to their situations. But anyway, if what I'm saying makes sense to you, then it's clearly your story. But as I was saying, with these two archetypes, both very strong, very, very masculine archetypes, as you can see. But one is very much like, one is a parental figure, and one is much less personal and much more authoritative. So I feel like there's something that you have to be like, you have to kind of have a more assertive approach to something. You have to kind of put your foot down about something. You have to be more like commanding or more forceful about something. Because right now, it seems that this more gentle approach, this more giving approach is not solving, it's not helping the issue. So you're kind of asked to kind of, as I said, put your foot down and like stop trying to make something work that isn't actually working. It's time to put your focus elsewhere. Because it seems that it's kind of detrimental to your own energy. It's detrimental to your own well-being. And I'm actually even getting the sense from these archetypes that, like, by taking a more concrete approach, or by taking a more strict, a more assertive approach, you are actually doing this other person or these other people that are involved in this situation, you will be doing them a favor. You will actually be able to help them much more by walking away, by being more assertive, by being more decisive than you are right now, as you are like looking after them, nurturing them, supporting them. Like, it seems that kind of approach is not actually helping them at all. And it is definitely not helping you. It is taking a lot out of you. So yeah, it seems that a more assertive, a more decisive approach is actually the thing that is going to be helping you and the situation that you are in. But let's see if we can get more details. Maybe something more concrete will come through. Let's see. So starting with your current mindset, let's see how this mindset is serving you and how this is restricting or holding you back. How is this current mindset of Scorpios serving them? How is Scorpio's current mindset serving them? Yeah, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Interesting, with the High Priest, which is the Hierophant card in reverse. I feel like it's allowing you to be in a weird in-between state, in this weird liminal space where like nothing is decided yet. And maybe that space is offering you a sense of comfort somehow. Maybe it's offering you a sense of safety. But yeah, it just seems that with you being in this mindset of trying to hold something together, of trying to hold on to something, or allowing someone else to hold on to you, it seems to be allowing you to like not make any concrete changes, any movements. So it's almost like this, it's the safe space for you in a way as well. Because as I said, nothing is decided yet. Nothing is final. Nothing is set in stone yet. So it's almost like there are all these different possibilities, but at the same time, there are no other possibilities, if that makes sense. So I feel like this comfort that you are finding in it, the safety that you are finding in it, I think it's an illusion. But let's see how this is restricting you. How is this current mindset holding Scorpio back? Yeah, look at that. We have the Empress in reverse. Oh boy, with the Tower. Hitting hard with these major arcanas coming out. So yeah, as you can see, with the Empress card being here, there's no growth. There's no abundance. There's no creation. Everything is standing still. Nothing is moving. Nothing is progressing. Nothing is developing or manifesting. And as much as I hate to say this, I'm getting the sense that if you don't take this step, if you don't decide to leave the situation behind to let it fall apart because it's clearly not meant to thrive. I feel like the universe will do it for you. At one point, this holding on, it can't go on anyway. So you might as well take the plunge, pull the trigger, and walk away yourself. Liberate yourself from this situation, from these burdens, from these ties that you are attached to. Set yourself free, set these other people free if there are other people involved in this, and allow everyone to kind of start afresh, start anew, do something different, turn over a new leaf. Because, as I said, this situation is not going to be forever anyway. Sooner or later, it will come crumbling down, whether you do it yourself or whether the universe does it for you. But the benefit of doing this yourself, the benefit of walking away yourself, is that you get to do it on your terms. You get to walk away on your own terms. Whereas when the universe does it, you never know how this is going to go. You never know what the consequences of that will be and how big the impact is. It might be a bigger shock. It might be a more painful experience than it has to be. So, yeah, this is very clear. But let's see what this new mindset that you are asked to take on more, or that you are asked to adopt, this more assertive attitude, more forceful attitude, what this will heal for you and how this will benefit you in the future. So let's see, what will this new mindset heal for Scorpio? Look at that. We have the High Priest in reverse that came out with the Six of Cups in reverse. I don't know what it is with the Six of Cups. It just keeps coming out in almost every reading. So it would help heal a sense of direction in you, because I feel like there has been a loss of direction for you at one point. For some of you, because of all of these three cards over here. For some of you, I'm getting the sense that this is talking about a past relationship or some kind of ex or some kind of like romantic connection that you just can't shake or that you just can't let go of, but that is actually not serving you and it's not serving that other person either. Especially with the High Priest, this could actually have been a more serious commitment of sorts. It could have been a marriage. It could have been someone that you lived with, someone who you have a child with or children with. If it was some sort of more serious commitment at one point, and you are still having trouble letting that person go, if you are still a support mechanism for that person, if you are still nurturing and looking after that person, trying to fix them, trying to fix their problems, trying to fix their life, whatever it is that you're trying to hold together here, then it's very clear that it would allow you to actually walk away from those painful memories and those painful ties to the past. It would help you leave that connection in a way in the past and finally turn your back on it, where it wouldn't have this much power over you anymore. But if this is not talking about a specific commitment, if this is not talking about a relationship that you had at one point, then I just feel that this mindset that you are asked to take on would allow you to kind of refocus, to re-find your own path, to kind of start putting your attention back on your own life, on your own journey. Because this is very clearly talking about someone or something else. I see very little of you in this. I see you kind of being the most important aspect of it, and at the same time, there's very little of you in this. It's all revolving, like you are holding it all together, but the emphasis on all of the parts, all of the other aspects that you are holding on, that you are holding together. I don't see your needs being met here at all. It's almost like the self-sacrificing thing that I'm getting, actually. There is something of a self-sacrifice happening here. And whether you are doing it willingly and knowingly or unknowingly, it doesn't really matter, because the effect is the same. The effect is the same, where your own life cannot flourish, where your own life cannot thrive. Your own progress is not happening. Your own growth is stifled. So, yeah. Again, I feel like this more assertive decision or more assertive approach, putting your foot down, leaving it behind, walking away from something, is going to allow you to find your own path, find your own way again. But let's see how this would benefit you in the future. How would this mindset benefit Scorpio in the future? Oh my goodness. Too many cards, but okay, I'm gonna keep these two. I'm gonna keep these two. Sorry about the mess. It's just these, sometimes because the cards are so slippery, they just fly everywhere. Yeah. Oh wow, look at that. We have the Page of Swords, and I just saw the shadow side, which is like the Devil card in this deck. I see those two coming out together. Oh my goodness. Yeah, basically, you will be able to defeat your shadow. You'll be able to defeat this weakness or this, whatever this is that has this hold over you, whatever this is that is like urging you to hold on to this, or urging you to try and hold this thing together, whatever this is. But we have the Five of Wands and we have the Chariot. Yeah, so this is where your fire, this is where your spark comes back. This is where you find your voice again, where you find your individuality, your uniqueness again, and where you start putting your focus, putting emphasis on that, and actually moving forward on your own journey, where you refocus, as I was saying here with this Hierophant, where you refocus on your own journey, and you start putting energy into going down your own path, progressing down your own path. And as soon as you do, as soon as you start fighting for yourself, fighting for your own happiness, standing up for your own happiness and your own needs, that's when you will be able to move forward. That's when success happens. That's when progress happens. It is such a beautiful contrast to this Empress in reverse here. Such a beautiful contrast, where you are just, where you are literally standing strong, facing the future, and you start moving towards, you actually start progressing. Whereas this is just stagnant. Everything is just standing still. Nothing is moving, nothing is developing. So I love that. And I even it even is so crazy to me that these cards came out together, because the little dude that you can see standing in this carriage or whatever this is like literally the same guy that is on this Five of Wands as well, like at the front of this card with this golden cloak and this golden helmet. They seem to be like almost the same person. So yeah, look at you being all like bossy and taking back your power and setting on your own course. This is, wow, seriously guys, I know that this message was maybe, I know that it's, again, easier said than done. I do realize that, but I do also feel that if you were to take this advice on board, if this is your reading, of course, if you were to take this advice on board and you were to actually apply it, if you were to actually take it seriously, I feel like you would just thrive. You would, it would make such a difference. Like such a difference to to your life and how things are right now. At least think about them. At least consider them. If this is your story, at least consider them. Because it is very clearly important for you to get your own well-being at the forefront of your life right now. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, my sweet Scorpio. Wow, this was such a huge reading. I know it's somewhat vague, and I know that we didn't get too many specifics out here, but I'm also somewhat sure that if this was your reading, then you knew straight away. You knew that this was yours. And if you got something useful from this, please let me know somehow. I would appreciate any kind of feedback that you have. If you want to leave me a thumbs up, I would love it. If you wanted to leave me a comment, I would love that as well, because I really love hearing from you. And I would love it the most if you decided to stick around and hit that subscribe button so you wouldn't miss out on all the future readings. I would love to see you back on my channel. So that's it. Thank you so much if you made it all the way to the end. You are a true star. Yeah, I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Please take care of yourselves, and I do hope to see you guys very soon in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.